Hello everyone and welcome to our first Road to Worlds 2016 video. This week we're going to be using a Seismitoad Giratina deck which won an Arena Cup in Germany recently. This deck is for the expanded format, and since US regionals are the biggest tournaments announced so far and Mexico hasn't had any official word yet on when tournaments start, I figured I would focus the channel towards testing expanded, which is the format that everybody's talking about. As you can see, this list is pretty much identical to the 1.1. Thank you to 60 cards for providing the lists. Except that I have taken out one Team Flare Grunt and substituted in a Shadow Triad to be able to reuse Hypnotoxic Lasers. But let's go through a quick review of the deck. Giratina EX is there mainly for its ability Renegade Pulse. Usually decks like Groudon or even Rayquaza gave Seismitoad a lot of trouble, but Giratina EX, with its ability and its attack, solves this problem completely. Jason Klasinski played Hippowdon as an answer to Groudon EX, but Giratina EX solves this pretty well, and it lets you get a different kind of luck. It doesn't lock all trainers, but it does lock stadium cards and special energy cards, which Seismitoad cannot do. And depending on the gameplay and what's going on at the time, this attack can really come in handy and really seal games in the end or even from the beginning. Sometimes you just don't pay attention to Seismitoad and go all in with Giratina. And apparently I made a mistake. Okay, then Shaman, we have 3 of them to be able to draw cards more quickly. Hoopa EX is pretty important to the deck, or well, not important, but it becomes a facilitator. With Scoundrel Ring, it really lets you get going with a lot of your attackers and even getting multiple Shaman EX to keep drawing cards and keep drawing everything you need to keep the luck going strong. So essentially your first Ultra Ball can become 3 different Pokemon you need, whereas sometimes before you had to decide between Ultra Ball for a Giratina or for a Seismitoad or for a Shaman to keep drawing cards. Keldeo is in here to prevent Hoopa staying in the active or getting locked in the active spot. It also helps you switch between Giratina and Seismitoad to decide what kind of luck is more beneficial to you at any given time and gets you out of Hypnotoxic Laser, opposing Hypnotoxic Laser flips in case you're using Giratina, because then you are susceptible to them. 3 Seismitoad, pretty self-explanatory, we all know this card, locks you forever and ever, and even though last season I decided not to use this card at any tournaments because it doesn't really go with my playstyle, I must recognize A, that was a mistake, and B, this card is just truly amazing. And it pairs really nicely with Giratina. Then we have pretty basic trainer lines, computer search to get us any card we need, crushing hammers to deny our opponent from getting energy into play alongside Giratina. Then we have Hypnotoxic Laser to sleep and get some extra damage, Super Scoop Up to get things out of the active, reuse Hoopa or more importantly Shaman, prevent kills on KO in either Giratina or Seismitoad. Pretty important card. It's my least favorite card of the deck because it relies 100% on flips, but it's there. Tool Scrapper, which is better than Megaphone, as you will rarely remove more than 2 important tools at any given time from your opponent's field, and it can help you remove an opposing head ringer on any of your EXs, as that's the only thing we have in this deck. 4 Ultra Ball to get us whatever we need, 4 Versus Seeker to reuse all our utility supporters like AZ, Shadow Triad, Team Flare Grunt, and Xerosic, Colress for late game draw, Lysander to target what you need to target, and for the late game to seal games off or reduce the opponent's probabilities of getting the cards they need to beat you. Sycamore, the best drawing card in the game so far. Well, that's legal, of course. Virbank City Gym to go with the lasers. 2 Flowstone for Keldeo, or tight spots where you have a Shame inactive or something like that you started with. 2 Muscle Bands to increase the damage output. I would really love a third one, but space is really tight in this. 2 Head Ringers. The original list had 3, but I talked to you about substituting in 1 Shadow Triad. And 4 DCEs, as both Giratina and Seismitoad can use them for their attacks, and 3 double Dragon Energy, since they're pretty needed for Giratina. So with this, let's go. Pretty sure I've saved everything, but just in case, let's go straight to versus mode and get some games going, shall we? Games with this deck are usually quite straightforward, but deciding which energy to discard and things like that are the most important decisions when playing this deck. We start off with a Giratina. We start off with a pretty bad hand actually against Junior Link 8 or JR Link 8. It's using a Dragon deck with Reshiram, probably Rayquaza as well, and he went first, so we probably won't be locking in anything with Seismitoad anytime soon, and he gets his own Giratina EX, so that's a huge issue. And he also had Ringers. Yeah, he got an incredible start, and if he attacks with Giratina, we basically lose this game. Why? Because all I run is special energy, and we won't be able to attach any. So Reshiram is asleep. That's good. That's the first step to getting us back into the game. There's a Crushing Hammer. Okay, that puts us in a much better position. Now, I don't know if I want to do the super scoop up or try to get the Tool Scrapper. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, this is not a good start for us, but I guess there's not much else I can do this turn. Pass. He doesn't wake up. That's quite fortunate. He begins attaching to Giratina EX once again, and now basically whoever attacks first with a Giratina will probably win, because the other guy won't be able to attach special energy cards. So if I get a Tool Scrapper or my computer search in the next few cards and I attack, I might be able to win this game, but it's going to be really tough. Really tough. He gets the switch. He probably runs 4, so that's fair. And yeah, that's game. That really is game. I mean, I can't attach any energy. My best bet, or my only option rather, is okay. Do I this guy to prevent a knockout? Yeah. Yeah, but it's the same, because unless I get it this, yeah, no. I need to. There's no point in keeping this up. I won't be able to win. I can't attach my energy. My best bet would be to remove his double dragon with a Xerosic or a Flare Grunt and try to make him whiff an attack, or rather 2 attacks. But not really much else I can do. And if I Sycamore away 2 of my double dragon energies, that will leave me only 1 double dragon energy to use myself. So it's gonna be really tough. I don't see a way out of this. I mean, I can poison Giratina as well, but he has High Dragon. He can just retreat. He's powering up the second one. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. I don't think I can win this. Not a great start for us, huh? To this video series. I'm just gonna do this because there's no point. I mean, there's nothing I can do about his luck. Poison only does 10 damage, which is pathetic. I can't attach tools. I'm gonna have to discard 4 of my 7 energy next turn. And I'll be down 2 prizes, and since I will have to sacrifice Shaman and wait a turn to see if I can prevent him from attacking by getting a Flare Grunt or a Xerosic. Yeah, I'm not liking my odds in this game. Oh, forgot to end my turn, I'm sorry. Not a great start to the series, is it, guys? I was hoping perhaps an end to shuffle these 2 back in and have a shot. I guess I should have used Versus Seeker for my own end, but yeah, can't even play my stadium, didn't get anything. I'm just gonna concede this game because there's no point in wasting each other's times. And that's an unfortunate 0-1 start to the week. Let's see what we can do in the next game. Hopefully it goes a lot better. So yeah, while we find an opponent, I'll talk to you a little bit about what you shall expect. From Monday to Friday, I'll be uploading 2 matches played with this deck, Seismitoad Giratina. I might make changes in between games and stuff, but I'm trying to show, like, I know a lot of channels make an explanatory video of the deck and then play a game or 2 and then that's it. But the point here of me doing a whole week with the same deck is showing you guys exactly how the deck works against different kind of decks and showing different plays it can do, showing different styles it can go, things like that, because out of one game you really can't truly determine if a deck is good or not, or what is it lacking, what is it weak to, things like that. Okay, so my opponent starts a bit scary, if I may say so myself, because he can get 3 prizes off of my Shaman next turn, but I'm going to try to prevent that by if I power up Giratina, I lock him out of every single special energy in his deck. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Gonna Hoopa for Giratina, Keldeo, and Seismitoad, and bench all of them. The order doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to play a Shaman and draw 3 cards. That's a card I really like seeing. I thought I was going to have to computer search for an energy, but so far so good. I don't want him taking a KO on this guy. That's 3 Deoxys if he gets a 4th, and a Muscle Band, well, he will KO any Pokemon he wants pretty much. So I'm using AC because I don't want to risk anything. Like, that ensures I get the Pokemon back, whereas flipping and then that's 1 less card to discard for computer search, I just like playing it a lot safer. Then I can reuse my Shaman, I can do this, I can do this, that's great. Then I can poison him, that's also great. And he concedes, okay. Well, that was too quick a game. Let's find another one, which hopefully will be a little longer to make this video a bit more entertaining. But yeah, just looking at the board and knowing what a plasma tech does and it being like Turbo Lugia or whatever, attacking once with Giratina EX pretty much guarantees they will never be able to attack again. I mean, unless they get like a lot of their Colress machine outs consecutively or things like that, they will have a really hard time powering up even one Pokemon to attack. And you also have Xerosic and Flare Grunt to negate both of those. So now he flips over a Darkrai. Now this is usually an interesting matchup. It really, flips are super huge here in how you deny, how much energy you deny for Yveltal and things like that. Darkrai paired with Keldeo makes things really hard, but it's actually Sceptile, Seismitoad, and Malamar. Okay, so it's a Sceptile EX deck, not an Yveltal EX deck like I thought it would be. Wow, this guy is really getting everything out turn 1 with 2 Hoopas. Hasn't even played a supporter yet. Just start 2 Hoopas, easy peasy. So I'm guessing he will get a Shaman this time around. No Shaman, no Shaman. Oh wow, he has Manectric as well. So he has one of everything. He has 2 Darkrai's down, so I'm guessing he has Dark Patch. Malamar can be an issue. I definitely need Keldeo out soon. He attaches to Seismitoad, so he's gonna try and focus Seismitoad. He probably expects the mirror match. And okay, so play the stadium. He's gonna get rid of the 2 Hoopas and probably a Seismitoad, or might get rid of the Sceptile, although that's the first thing he went for. So yeah, 2 Hoopas and either Darkrai or Seismitoad, I'm guessing. Yeah, Darkrai. Okay, so I'm going to laser this guy, and yeah, I'm just gonna Ultra Ball. I'm not going to get Hoopa this time because I want a bench space for Keldeo. So I'm gonna Shaman if I get this flip. Nope, I do not get this flip. Now I can get the luck with an AC, which I'm going to do definitely. Return this, promote this, play this, play this, play another Shaman, and this is great to attach to Sceptile to prevent any possible future knockouts. And his energy lineup must be very weird, like seriously weird. Team getting heads is unfortunate, since he can attach and retreat. Oh, it's Aromatisse. That's interesting. So it's Aromatisse with everything, literally. If I had Muzzle Band or a laser, I could KO that before it becomes an issue, but if he attacks with Seismitoad, then I'm a bit in trouble. Yeah, this is gonna be really rough. Really, really rough. Giratina is gonna be the most important card here, I think. I'm gonna use Flare Grunt because that Xerosic can target the energy wherever it is, whereas Flare Grunt only does the active. I'm gonna Quaking Punch again. It's the only thing I can really do. And I really need to get Giratina up there. I won't mind him KOing Seismitoad because once Giratina is up there, he won't be able to attach any energy further, I don't think, which will be quite advantageous. Unfortunately, he will be able to max potion and heal a lot. But another advantage of Giratina is that I can one-hit KO the Aromatisse. although the fan club probably indicates he's going for a second Spritzy. And a Virisian, that's interesting. Okay, so no second Spritzy, that's really interesting. And actually at Worlds I managed to win a game day 2 because I KO'd. Wow. Oh yeah, it doesn't have Aromatisse yet. That's very weird. Now, do I remove an energy? Or what is the play here? He didn't draw anything. He used Fan Club for a reason, so his hand is probably very dead. I think my best bet is to try and get the Float Stone into Keldeo to prevent Malamar from doing weird stuff, and then just getting the DC for Giratina. Okay, so there we go. Computer search. I don't think I'll be needing any more Pokemon. Going to Float Stone the Keldeo, and with another energy on Giratina, I'm pretty sure that he's done for in terms of attaching any other energy. So as long as I Xerosic next turn, that should seal the deal, I think. Yeah, this deck is good because it has a lot of attackers and it can adapt to whatever matchup you need. Got rid of, Virizion and Manectric. Those are completely useless. But in this case, there's a laser. If I had gone for a muscle band, I wish I had the muscle band, but no luck yet. Shall I use... Yeah, I'm gonna return my Team Flare Grunt in case he decides to attack with Seismitoad again, which I don't think he will, but energy removal is going to be great in his deck. He actually stays asleep. And he got rid of Virizion, so even if he got Aromatisse, he can't remove his energy. He can't remove the sleep special condition. Unless he plays a switch or something. He's not trainer locked anymore. But Keldeo ensures Malamar won't be an issue for me. And he can't Lysander something. Basically he would have to first Xerosic and then Lysander something to be able to prevent me from attacking. And now that I've attacked with Giratina, I mean, we've seen Rainbow Energy, Prism Energy, and Double Colorless Energy. Assuming he runs 4 of both, or 4-3-3, or some combination of that, of all those energies, there's no room for basic energy. So he's down to 2 energy to attack. His only 2 energy attackers are Malamar and Seismitoad. And once I get rid of either energy with Team Flare Grunt or Xerosic, his only 1 energy attacker is Sceptile EX, but he has the head ringer on it, so he won't be able to attack. Like, I expect him to concede after I use Xerosic next turn. I really do. Doesn't matter that he gets to max potion or anything. Like, yes, it's annoying that I won't get the kill. He plays as Xerosic, but it's playing towards the long term. It's having a long term plan of what you really want to do during a game. Like, I don't mind not getting the kill, etc. The KO, I'm sorry, because in a long game I will probably end up the victor. Okay, so see, wave the Super Scoop up, and then Chaos Wheel again, and now he only has 1 energy in play. He can retreat the Seismitoad now to prevent the knockout, and he can play supporters, he can do whatever he wants, but he cannot attach special energy. That's the win condition, and I don't think he has any way out of that. He can Versus Seeker Xerosic many times. That is his way to winning this, I believe. Which can be troublesome, especially because he's already gotten rid of. Yeah, that's what he has to do. So I'm gonna have to. Oh wow, he actually got rid of the float stone, and he's going to try to make me whiff an attack. I think that's a pretty big misplay on his part, because okay, yeah, because of what I said, like even though he can now Lysander something up to make it, to try and lock me that way, as long as I don't whiff an attack, I'm good to go. And I don't care about aromatiz anymore. Like, I just care about keeping energy in play. And this is great. Why? Because even if he lies under something, I have 2 versus Seekers to get back AC, and prevent that, I have 2 more energy, which I'm just gonna attach. I mean, there's no point in wasting the energy attachment anywhere else. I have to attack every single turn with Giratina. Any turn I miss with Giratina, it's going to be huge for him. It's going to let him get back into the game. So, yeah, that's the strategy he's trying to do. See, and if he could Lysander and N in the same turn, that would be very troublesome for me. But since he cannot do that, and I really doubt he is going to use red card anytime soon, well, he's out of luck. I'm gonna use my flip cards. Yay! So there's something. I'm not even gonna attach. Yeah, well, I guess I could. No, there's no need. I have no need to do anything else besides attack with Giratina. And next turn I just Lysander this Darkrai up, I believe, or really Lysander any other EX. Or he can get rid of my hand. That works too. He can't Lysander now though. He really can't. So if he gets Lysander next turn, that would put him back in the game a bit. I'm going to save my laser because I 2-hit KO this anyway, but if for some reason he promoted Shaman or something, I could kill it right away. And I'm saving my DC because if he lies under Seismitoad or Giratina, I can attach to Keldeo, retreat, and win. There's the versus Seeker, Lysander, and the other Giratina. Not a problem. Really not a problem. He leaves the Seismitoad active, doesn't even bother, and now I just rush in, retreat, and KO. See, I'm not sure how familiar he is with this deck or not. Nabilo, I'm sorry, but instead of going for that strategy, he should have just used every versus Seeker into Zerozic. That would have probably allowed him the win, or that would have forced me to attack with Seismitoad rather than keep going with Giratina EX, because I would have eventually run out of double dragon energy to attack with. But hey, that's, if he watches the video, maybe that's something for him to learn. Or if you're new to the game or starting to get competitive, or you're mid-tier player, whatever, hopefully you've learned something new from this. If you want to beat this deck, your best bet is to prevent it from attacking. And if I'm not locking your versus Seekers, just go for a Zerozic every turn possible. That will be it for today. One pretty one-sided game against us. Game 1, a really quick game 2 where just the presence of the deck made my opponent concede, and this third game, which was a bit more interesting and really showcased how strong a combination Seismitoad with Giratina really is. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and come back tomorrow for the next 2 games of our Road to Worlds Week 1. Thank you very much. Bye bye.